What's up guys, so today I have a little theory on my mind of Lego Ninjago Hands of Time. Now, as you know, in Hands of Time, their Krux is the Time Twin, and he is also part Dr. Saunders as well. If you guys don't know that, go watch Hands of Time, and you can also tell by his Time Twin minifigure. But this is just a theory on my mind. Now, I watched the translated part in episode 67 when Dr. Saunders was revealed as Crocs. When he was fighting Kai, Croc said to Kai something like that, "For all these years I've been under Wu's eyes." And it means like all these years I know what was Wu doing, like I've been spying on him. But this leads me to a question. Now, in episode 72, Ray and Maya both told the story to Kai and Nia about the Time Twins, and they said that Crocs came out of the Time Vortex first, like way long ago. And he hid his identity, had a false identity, Dr. Saunders, and he stayed like that for like 40 years, which is a pretty big thing. But he did take revenge on Ray and Maya, and he captured them so that they can help him build the time mech in Ninjago. But this is a different theory on me. If Saunders or Crocs was out of the time vortex for he came out of the time vortex first, and he was under Wu's eyes for all these years, then how come he didn't fight with Wu? How come he didn't get revenge on him? Like, how come, like, he stayed quiet, he remained neutral? Like, neutral means, like, to live in peace and not fight. Like, how come he remained neutral for all these years? Then, later on, when his brother returned, Acronix, he then didn't remain neutral anymore. He revealed himself and began to conquer Ninjago. But how come he didn't stay quiet for all these years, like stay neutral? No, how come he didn't get revenge on Wu for these years? Now, I do have something else in this. At first, when he was representing the Hall of Villainy and telling each of the villainy tales on the Villainy Hall throwback stories, he did, like, we were curious on how does he know about every single part about the villain that Ninja did this with them and how they banished them. But later on, when we figured out he's Crocs the Time Twin, then we made to figure out that if he came out of the Time Vortex first, then probably he must be spying on Wu and figure out all the villains. But he did stay in the reign neutral for all these years. But how come he didn't say anything or fight with Wu? Wu didn't have any clue if one of the Time Twins is out. Now, when Saunders was revealed as Crux, Kai said to him, I watched the translated one, to him that Wu was wrong about you're not in time vortex. And also he said something to Kai about his parents, that they weren't against us, they were with us all this time. And Wu lied to you about your parents. And truth, it was revealed in episode 72, Wu wasn't lying to them because Wu doesn't lie anything about his past. He never lied to the ninjas. But the reason Saunders would say that is because he forced them to do that. Crocs forced Ray and Maya to help them. That's why he was making it up, because when Kai asked his father on that, and Ray said to him that they forced us to do that. We didn't want it to do that, but we had no choice but to do that. And I watched the translated story also on that. Now, I do know that on March 25th, Ninjago Hands of Time episodes will air in English. Right now they're in a language like Finnish. It says on the in the description and for the title. Now, in episode 74, this is just a little bit of a spoiler. They went back in time. Crux and Acronix went 40 years back in time, and Kai and Nia were fighting alongside Young Wu and Young Garmadon. But when they returned in the vortex, Wu was left there to fight off the time twins. Now, this is all just my theory on this. Tell me, you guys, if you think that's one interesting theory, but I think that is. So anyways, that's all for this video, and bye.